Are you ready?
Question is, are you?
Yes.
Is it really how we're starting?
Yep. Me trying to fall off a bridge. And I apologize because we're back.
That was fucking stupid. Okay. That was like one of our more boring intros. It's like, are we ready to start? Yeah.
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 Yes.
Oh yeah, that's what I told you yesterday when you got Fire Emblem Conquest.
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy. Yas! Yas!
Fire Emblem
You're
Fates came out yesterday, and I had serious trouble deciding which one I wanted to be, or which game copy I wanted to grab, because it's two different games with different stories, and I'm only picking up one because why would I pick up both when you can get the other one for half price digitally at a later date that I don't think has been disclosed yet? Maybe it's now. I don't pay enough attention to this type of news. But I had that type of thing going on. And I had to figure it out, and he was not being helpful even a little bit.
No.
I almost feel like that was the fucking point. Oh, this guy. This statue looks very content. Oh, and you have just fucked with it. Why?
Yep.
Why did you fuck with it?
Because story.
You're a terrible person.
I have a lot of things, and that is definitely one of them.
It's a song, clearly. What the fuck else would it be?
I don't know. Maybe it's the directions I want you to take when you enter the room.
We're not dealing with Reggies here.
I wish. I like the Reggies.
They're actually some of my favorite legendaries. Just because, like, not how they play, just, like, concept-wise, I think they're interesting.
I definitely like Regice. Or is it Regice? Is that ever disclosed how that's pronounced?
They've pronounced it 3 different ways throughout the show.
That's fantastic. I'm just going with Regice. Okay, so here's let's see, I believe it's Naruto. Yeah. I am the person who is praying for the Master Sword to keep its power. Now, prior to this, like, let's say, Ocarina of Time, all the stages are out of commission, but the Master Sword still has full power. So how come the stages had to start praying?
Sages had
to start praying for the Master Sword to keep its power. And since they're clearly not immortal...
It's a terrible decision.
Yeah.
Now you have to find the new princess and...
Right, because this is Ruto. This is the sage after Ruto. So that means they're not, like, immortal physically, or, like, in Homestuck where you can live forever as long as you don't, get stabbed.
Well, and it's not, like, justified or heroic.
Right.
But, like, no, they are fucking mortal, and apparently... maybe it's just the fact that there were no awakened sages, period, is why the weapon lost its power.
That makes sense, but if that's the case, after I awaken the sages in-game, my sword should gain its power. Yeah. I shouldn't have to go through a whole temple.
Or maybe there was some extra bullshit that happened along the way.
There's always extra bullshit.
What's the melody you got do, though?
The Earth Gods lyric?
Yeah.
You play it to Medley, and then she passes out, and she's like, I'm a sage of the fish people. I'm the water temple sage, technically.
Even though she's not a fish people anymore?
Yeah. Technically.
She's a bird people?
Technically, this is the Earth Temple.
That was the Earth Temple?
That was the Earth Temple.
Not very temple-y.
No. That's because I need Medley to enter.
Oh.
She is required.
Also, I don't see why they changed the species.
I don't either. No one does.
Like, they changed the species for 2 of them, even though they could have kept them the same. And the sages before them are still of the species they used to be. Which only highlights the fact that the fucking species changed.
Well, I can understand, like, Kokiris and Kuroks. Like, magic things happen, and then the Kokiris had to become Kuroks to survive. Because magic.
Crocodile? They had to become a dark ground type?
Yes. But, you get the point. Magic reasons, Deku Tree's why they're physically immortal. I can dig that. It doesn't make any sense.
for fish people to become bird people in the flooded ocean world.
Right. Why? Like, why couldn't there just be bird people along Zoras? Now, isn't it in Phantom Hourglass where you can find a Zora?
I'm not certain, but I think so. But I could be wrong on this one.
I know, that's a question I should be able to field. But guess what? I can't remember a goddamn thing about Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks.
But they were my first Zelda games.
I'm sorry.
I actually thought Zelda was not that good of a series because of it. I was like, it's okay. It's overhyped because those were the two I had played. And of course, they're not that great.
And then I yelled at him when he tried playing another one. So
Yeah.
I was terrible.
I was over at his house playing Ocarina of Time because I'd never played it before because the only N64 games I had were Snap, Mario Kart, and Mario 64. In which I'm going to point something out. I am one of the world's worst Mario 64 players.
Mario 64 can be really difficult. You shouldn't feel bad.
I have never beaten the game legitimately.
I
I
have.
had to have someone else get a bunch of the stars for me because I can't fucking do any of the flying missions.
Those were horseshit. The
The
flying mechanic could have been done so much better. But it's not. I am your ancestor. Fish.
Can you imagine if that happened to you? Like you got to see your spirit ancestor, and it's a fucking fish person. You're like, wait, when did this change occur?
But the Earth God lyric has to be one of my favorite songs in the Zelda game.
Pity we can't fucking hear it because our volume's at 0.
Yeah. Or you'd be getting weird feedback from the mic, and no one would be happy.
Yeah, because you'd be hearing that on like maybe a little bit of a delay, but it's easier for us to just have the volume on 0 absolute and just record the game audio and the gameplay together to guarantee they're perfect. Because if we're a little bit off, we're off by not even a second. But if that's off, you're gonna notice it.
I wish you could hear. I'm gonna have to pull it up for you later, because it's just.
I'm gonna hear it editing.
I'm gonna do it again because I don't want you listening to our voices while you're listening to it, because it is just beautiful. I love Zelda music.
Do you know what music I love?
No.
I love the music in Atlas games.
Yep, that's fair.
Great music.
I'm glad Persona 4 actually included the soundtrack.
A bunch of their games do.
I need to, re-put that on my computer.
I lost my CD for it somewhere. Because I had to move and I put it somewhere and I can't remember where the fuck I put it. So I only have one of the songs still on my computer, which sucks.
I will have to let you borrow that CD so you can have it again.
Yeah, I only have the title theme. Which it's a good song. It's a good title theme, but there's more to it than that.
She wants us to leave quickly and quietly because she doesn't want Prince Kamali to know she's gone.
Is it possible to set off all your bombs right now without any repercussions?
All of them?
Like, just start throwing your bombs and blowing up everything? Hey! We're leaving!
I wish.
Oh, you left in cutscene.
Yeah.
Never mind. Because my idea would have been funnier.
It would have been. Yeah, it's not like... That would be a stupid minigame to have to quietly leave Dragon Roost Island.
Hey! Boom! Boom! We're leaving! Do you get bomb choose in this game?
No.
I know you do in the DS ones because you used the touchscreen to choose where they went, which
Right.
was awesome.
Actually, I think bomb shoes would look fantastic in shell-shaded graphics like this. Just because...
They were in shell-shaded.
Shell...
Cell-shaded.
God.
Motherfucker.
I know, but this is a higher resolution than Phantom Hourglass. They wouldn't be blocky. They'd be nice
Yeah.
and smooth.
Yeah.
Which I think, they look great in Ocarina of Time 3D. And, by extension, Majora's Mask 3D, because, they're built on the same engine.
Except Majora's Mask 3D has better resolution because, they slowly figure out more what they're doing with technology each second.
Right.
So you can learn to cram shit in there better.
You know,
Which is why Fire Emblem Fates looks so fucking good, and Fire Emblem Awakening. I don't want to say it looks bad,
It
but
looks good, but
it's passable. If I'm being honest, it's passable.
They should have talked to the people who made Dream Drop Distance, because that looks fantastic.
It does. It just doesn't play it great.
No. The problem is it's easy to get lost.
It's too easy to get lost. The camera controls suck.
Right.
And, like, they basically designed the game for if you had the Circle Pad Pro. Which I don't have the Circle Pad Pro. Which made the game unfucking playable.
Technically I do now, but I didn't when I played it.
Yeah. But that was the problem, because I didn't have the Circle Pad Pro, I couldn't control the camera. And against the boss fight against the monkey in the box, the Jack in the Box, that takes place where you fought the armor in the original Kingdom Hearts. Like that little square when you first fight it.
I hate that thing. And you know what's funny? We're talking about every game except Wind Waker right now.
Because I have things to say about this. But the problem is, they kept the area the same size. Which isn't a problem. Because in the original game it's not a problem because your movement wasn't that much, you weren't that big of a character, and although the Heartless took up a majority of it, he was in segments you could hit. Whereas, if you analyze each Kingdom Hearts game, you factually get faster. You get faster and you get bigger and you cover more space. That's just a fact. In Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, you start to be able to cover more space with your attacks. In Kingdom Hearts 2, you got all these dashing abilities, the ability to fly pretty much everywhere at fucking sonic speeds.
You got flow motion in Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah. She's like a Kuko.
Kind of.
But flow motion, combined with how big your character's natural strides are, meant that fighting that particular enemy in that area was fucking impossible. Because you'd keep swinging, and then you'd swing too far, and then you'd be up against the fucking wall, unable to do anything. And it's like, god damn it.
I'm gonna go to Twilight Princess here really quick. I always found it weird that that's the only game that decided to do 5 heart pieces instead of 4. And that you could find heart pieces in dungeons. I don't know what caused that decision.
I think they wanted to make heart pieces more easier to find, but in the process of making them as easy to find as they did, they just decided to increase the amount. Which fans were clearly not happy about, because 5 is an awkward number.
It really is. I will use the Wind Waker to guide you whenever I goddamn well please.
Yeah.
I know exactly what I'm doing. Even if this was my first time playing, I'd still know what to do, because the command melody is a thing.
Yeah. But, 5 is an awkward number. It's almost an intentionally awkward number, because of, well, like, in your brain, you don't like the number 5. You want it to be more complete as 4 or as 6, which is why a lot of things do 5. Boy bands typically have 5 members. So that way, it's easier for you as a person to imagine yourself as one of the members.
I did not know that, actually. That's kind of cool.
And that's why things end up being like 5 days this way. Like, there are multiple games that have gone with the whole fucking 5 Nights format before Five Nights at Freddy's even come out. 5 Days of Stranger is the first one to come to mind, but it's because your brain doesn't like the number 5 and wants to complete it more, which is why it's weird that we have 5 fingers despite the way that we think about 5 as a number. We think of it as missing a piece. Whoa, she is.
Yeah, she essentially
She has a laser ass.
Technically, her instrument works as a mirror shield. Let's see. Come on. There we go.
It turns them to stone?
Only black choose.
Oh. Racist motherfucker.
It is not racism. Physically, they are black choose.
I'm not seeing any chew color here. And I thought the colorblind person here would be the one who had...
See? See?
That's blue.
That's
a dark blue.
Are you serious?
That is a very dark blue. That is ink blue.
Motherfucker. Are you serious?
That is dark blue. It is
Fine.
not black.
Fine, I will just call it a dark chew. How about that?
That works.
There we go. Did I get it? Come on. Come on. Come on. Keep... No, come... No. The thing is, I'm trying to... Damn it. Fuck it.
Just gonna take control of her to do it real quick.
That's the pain, is that I hate having to do that. Because it takes a while to swap back and forth. But I want that chest, and I want to kill it just because it's a pain in the arse.
Because apparently you're fucking British now, despite the fact that you're in butt-fuck Wyoming.
Did I ask for any of your sass?
No, but you're also in my house.
Did I
My
ask?
sass is a given.
Did I ask for any of your sass?
My
No.
sass is a given
No.
when you're around me.
There's a zero amount of sass I asked from you.
Yeah, but you didn't say don't give me sass specifically.
Don't give me
There were
sass
no
specifically.
sass things specifically stated until this moment. And you know what? I'm going to ignore that just because you're an asshole. And you know what else?
You're an asshole too.
No! The episode's over, you dense motherfucker.
Oh.